What's happening, y'all? This is OVB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with another classic NASCAR Diecast review for this channel. And if you guys are a big fan of the COT Diecast from 2008 and more, then you guys are in luck, because this is a cool diecast I picked up from my one of my local diecast dealers. Well, not really local anymore, from when I was a New Yorker, when I resided in that state. From 07 Collectibles, make sure to check them out in the link in the description, and we'll go ahead and showcase this off right here. This is on David Ragan's 2008 AAA Insurance Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway Racing. As you see right there, this car has seen better days. You see, I mean, the white interior definitely looks like it's been out in the sun for way too long, but heck, that's, I guess, that's what you get when you get diecasts that are, up in the, not really in the value market, but, up there in age. I mean, this car is from 2008, but we got a nice little box right here. This is something I really liked about, the Action Race Collectible diecast from 2008 and 2009. These boxes are just so cool, and I was lucky to find this at 07, man. I mean, I saw this, I was like, ooh, I had to get this. And, yeah, well, let's go ahead and start the unboxing, the diecast review of David Ragan's 2008 AAA Insurance car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of this box, and man, I must say, this is a really nice looking diecast right here. I mean, it is a pretty familiar, like, standard layout of the paint scheme that we have seen for many other cars. I mean, especially like in the Penske cars for later on in the years, with the three different, it's basically like a three base design, but I think this one works very well. I mean, it's sometimes those simple three layered paint schemes do work out, and look at this thing has a working suspension. Hey, well, at least the decals are kind of placed correctly, so I'll probably cut some slack on there. But man, I can't stress enough how cool looking these COT diecasts look, guys. The gloss on this is absolutely just perfect, man. Look at that. There's just no bubbling whatsoever. That just shows you the amount of detail that we got right there. I mean, we do got a little bit of like a speck right there on the wing, but heck, those wings were something else, my friends. But yeah, like I mentioned in the introduction, guys, this thing hasn't really seen the better days in the interior. Looks like it's been out in the sun for way too long, and the yeah, as you guys know, with plastic, it does deteriorate over time or change color. So yeah, it looks like the UV rays kind of took over this SOB inside. But regardless or not, guys, I'm still excited. I mean, you see right there, look at the bottom of this thing. Whoo, that is just that is definitely on the yellowish side, I will say that. But whatever, though, I was able to get it for like a very, very cheap price, like $2 or $3, so if I'm not mistaken. Tom's a really great guy at 07 Race Collectibles. But yeah, the AAA insurance car, guys. This is one that I think a lot of people, just might not remember that much, guys, because I mean, the AAA sponsorship has been around with Roush since like 2006. That was the year that, of course, Mark Martin was supposed to retire, but he didn't, and he drove that 6 car. And then David Ragan started his rookie year in 2007, which wasn't the best. And then came 2008, and something changed about this guy. David Ragan was, I think, to my knowledge, I believe that this was statistically his best year in Roush equipment, with the exception of his 2011 season, which he got that first win at Daytona, the Daytona night race, so which is pretty cool. I mean, I do love that UPS scheme, but this is, I mean, Christ, dude. I mean, David Ragan may not got any wins in this car for the number 6 AAA car, but in 2008, guys, I think this SOB got like 6 top 5s and 14 top 10s. So I mean, this guy was very consistent. I think he finished somewhere above 20 in points compared to the rest of his years in Roush equipment. Ironically, I think he only drove the 6 car for 6 years, and then eventually went to his days with Front Row, and then the rest was history. And now I think he runs some part-time races now with Front Row, especially the Daytona 500. So yeah, I mean, yeah, feel free to comment below if you guys have any memories to share about David Ragan. But, yeah, I mean, it's a cool looking paint scheme, guys. I mean, I might not be the biggest fan of the COT cars because it's just how they look. I mean, when you look at these things, you're like, goodness gracious, I can't believe NASCAR actually considered these things stock cars. Boy, what a weird time we were in, but yeah. But I do like the simplicity of this paint scheme, guys. It's all white in the front, and then you get some red right here. Look at this thing. This thing is so shiny, it almost literally scooted off my camera. We got some red right here on the middle with the blue number 6. I like that. It's very Mark Martin-ish. But it really goes well with the AAA logos, and it really represents it. Really represents the colors quite well. And then, it is an insurance company. Oh, I can only imagine what AAA is, but can't get enough of that AAA. So, AAA. But look at that, guys. Even the detail on the where these you see that silver paint right there for the those little support brackets for the wings. Those are even colored pretty dang perfectly, guys. And yeah, can't just say enough, guys. The decal quality in this is absolutely fantastic. As you see right here, this thing looks like it's like a nicely polished floor. Like it is just so smooth, man. Just shows you how much great diecast quality that we had back in the day. Even though this thing has like a wonky suspension, but it's still pretty damn cool. But anyways, enough of me rambling on. Let's go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison, which I do actually have his previous year, which I did review on his 2007 car. So here's his 2007 car, which is the RCCA Elite car. So as you see right there, I mean, I think the only thing that is pretty noticeable, I mean, the front definitely is, kind of similar, but if you notice that the blue is a lot more darker on the 2008 car. See right there how bright this blue is. I've noticed that the blue is a lot more darker, which, it's not bad, but I mean, heck, whatever you guys want. I mean, nice zoom out right there, Brian. Who Christ. But here's side-by-side comparison of, the 07 car and the 2008 car. You see right there, there's a lot more going on in the 2007 car, but if you guys like simple paint schemes, then 2008 really works well for you. But I think a lot of people might like the 2007 car a little bit more, because I don't know, I mean, both these cars kind of look like Mark Martin could have drove in these cars, but heck, Dave Ragan was supposed to be the new guy to, be the next Mark Martin, but unfortunately that really came into good play. I mean, we all know he can win well at super speedways though, so but yeah, David Ragan, man, I mean, it's a shame he didn't have this much potential. I mean, I definitely do think, if Roush was still in there, I mean, they were still consistent in the COT era, but I think, like, well, once we got in the later years, you started seeing the fall off, and just, I don't know. Did David Ragan live up to the hype, to be honest with you guys? I mean, he was pretty decent. I mean, in the Busch Series, I think he got like what was known as the Nationwide Series, actually. Part of my correction. Oh, look at that. There's a paint chip right there on the Cup Series logo. How about that? But, he was consistent. I mean, I didn't think he was going to, sell out. I mean, I think he got rushed into the series probably a little too soon than usual. So Roush was kind of guilty of doing that. I mean, I think they did the same thing with Trevor Bayne as well. But, you know what, man? I must say, if you guys are a big fan of David Ragan, if there's anybody out there who's still a Ragan fan, I mean, God bless you all. I know it's been quite of an interesting career for this guy, but I will say, man, if you guys end up finding this diecast anywhere, I say go out and get it, guys, because it's definitely one of these diecasts that you look back on and be like, oh yeah, Dave Ragan, COT, that's pretty cool. Especially now since he's running part-time now, or like just 1 or 2 races or so, the front row. But yeah, feel free to what you guys want to say about this car down below in the comments. But this is going to wrap up the diecast review of David Ragan's 2008 AAA Insurance Ford Fusion COT for Roush Racing. Subscribe to this OBB. See you guys next time on another diecast review.